Alright guys, so I just set my gains on all three of my sub amps with this cheap little O-scope that I got on Amazon. Now I didn't record me doing it. I should have grabbed my wife's phone so I could have recorded and did a test tone and everything, but it's very easy to do. All I did was I took my multimeter and I took the prongs, and all you have to do is you just remove your speaker wires. Make sure you remove all of them if you're running multiple amps. That way you don't have multiple subs running and some not. But just remove your speaker wires, positive, negative, and you just want to shove them down in your positive, negative terminals. And then these gator clips that come with the O-scope, they have a protective shielding on it, so you'll be able to stick that down in there. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure all of your radio, everything's flat, all your gains flat, bass boost, all that. And run you a 40 hertz test tone through here. And then you're going to slowly turn your gain up until, you can actually watch the voltage too right here. But you can watch the sine wave. And for 5,000 watts at 1.34 ohms, using the Ohm's law math, that should be around, I want to say around 6,300 watts, and then they do the square root of that times 1.34 ohms, and you get, I believe it's right around 81 volts. So what I did is I set all of my gains, every one of them are all exactly at 81.20ish, and it's just before the clipping level. I gotta get these subs moving and get them playing a little bit and get them broke in, but I just want to make this video real quick on how to actually set this up. It's not really a big deal, it's not hard. You just plug it in there. Mine actually has the battery pack that comes with it, so you don't have to actually keep it plugged in. Some of them come in the same style, but they have a plug-in that you have to actually plug in and power on. Anyways, like I said, not that hard. You just plug into your speaker wires, run your 40 hertz tone, and just turn it up, and you can watch the sine wave and make sure your voltages are matched. Alright guys, what's up? I'm back out here in the Jeep, working on it. Right now, I got 2 of the 8s I'm going to go ahead and put in the door. I got some drill bits. I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill some holes for my screws. I got new screws, so I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. I'm going to try at least get these in here and get some kind of highs in here playing. And we're going to go test these SUNDOWNs out. Look at it. Nice. Alright. So yeah, if y'all didn't know, that is the name of the build, Jeepers Creepers. And later I'm going to go and test this out and see if I can find my peak. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I've got the second speaker in here. Sorry I didn't record much. I went ahead and pre-drilled some holes in here so that I didn't mess up my fiberglass or nothing for my doors that I made. And yes, I did make these doors by myself here in this yard. So if you're local in Florida, or even if if you're willing to pay shipping, I will hook you up on the labor fairly cheap. I usually mainly just charge I charge for parts, and whatever it costs for materials, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's normally $150 to $200 depending on what you want. And I can wrap them, I can paint them. We do like a rhino liner type of deal. And like I said, if you're willing to pay for shipping, I live in Florida, but I'll gladly hook your doors up. And if you're local, PM me. I mean, if you're local to like North Central Florida area, mainly Gainesville area, Cal area, Jacksonville, Florida, hit me up. I'll be able to do you right. These door pods right here, these are removable. I can take these on and off, and my door panels aren't cut. The only thing that it's cut is I cut out where the actual speakers fit, but my door panels are all solid steel, and this just slides right on there, and bolts on the inside. It's got bolts that I made into the fiberglass, and they're pretty stout, pretty sturdy. I mean, I can hear the whole truck shaking when I do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that my 4-channel amp is tuned. I'm gonna get my scope out and make sure that it's reading about 21 volts. That's what I need. So yep, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Alright, so I got these two door speakers tied together. I got them bridged now on one channel for now, but later I'm gonna change it whenever I add the other side in there. But they're playing. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe take a little ride down the road and probably maybe do a little demo. We'll see. Alright guys, so I have a 370 Singer and a 320 Mechman on my bass build. Now, I went to check the voltage that they were putting out, and my 370 was putting out 15.5, and well, 15.4 actually, and the 320 was putting out 14.4. So I needed to figure out a way that I can bump both these up to get them about 15.8. So what I did is I took these diodes that I had from my F-150 that I used, and I installed 2 of them on the red 370, and I put 3 of them on the 320 Mechman. So as you can see, I have heat shrink already. I didn't heat shrink it down because I want to test it out. And I also installed a voltage meter inside. I also installed a voltage meter inside, as well as I also have my recoil. So let's go ahead and crank it up and see where we're at. 15.4, 15.5, 15.6. I gotta charge a little bit, but 15.7. So yeah, they definitely did their job. So the bank is charging off the alternators now. So 15.7 is pretty good. 15.8 is where I want to be. So that's what I'm gonna have to have. So actually 15.8 there. So yeah, so it did what it needed to do. So that's all you have to do, guys, to bump up your alternator, charge a little bit. Just install some diodes on there. As you can see, it is now at 15.8, and we're looking good. 15.7, 15.8 on our bass knob. So alright, cool. There's one more thing that I want to do today, and that is shave this handle off, because as you can see, my speaker hits it when the door shuts. So what I'm gonna do is just take it off, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my grinder, and I'm gonna grind some of this off, some of the thickness off, and make it, you know, a little bit thinner, so that whenever I shut the door, I can shut it and then still be able to move my seat without hitting. So really the only spot that's bad is on this one speaker. So, but anyways, that's the plan now. I'm just gonna go ahead and shave that just a hair right in there. Okay, well, after I took it off, I decided it'd be much easier if I just spun it upside down. Now, I'm not touching it at all. I have probably about a half a centimeter to play with. Also, the door's not fully shut, so. But yeah, right there, I am clearing all day. So let's see if the other side works out that way. If so, then I'll just do that instead of cutting it. That'll be a lot easier. Alright, so as you can see, I just took this little bitty handheld screwdriver and I flipped the handle upside down, and it still has full function. So you can just push it down instead of pull it up now. And then when you get into the vehicle, shut the door. Plenty of gap. So, yep, that should be perfect. Cool. Alright, well, at least I don't have to cut nothing, and then if I ever want to switch them around, I can just flip them over. Alright, that'll work for now.